Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So the first lab, we will perform the tasks that we have factored for the uh, vMotion. So first we'll see. So one second. Yes, that's fine. So who want to play around? Let me know. First, let me just log in. And I'll just instruct you and you will just keep on following these steps. All right. Okay, so we won't just capture the labs first. I'll share it back. Don't worry about it. What we are going to do, that should be showcased here. Lab number 20, create a virtual machine VM kernel port. However, we will just observe that being already created, prepare virtual machine for migration and migrate the virtual machine. Okay. All right, to whom I should provide control? Any one of you is on laptop?
Yes.
All right, Praveen. So I have provided you control. Please check once. You able? All right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
all right. So just drag it up. Go on the top. Yeah, go on the top. Minimize the management part. Minimize this. Yes, minimize it. So we'll play around on second cluster. You can see second cluster on the bottom. All right. There is 4 node VXL vSAN cluster. All right. So let's
Yes.
verify
Yes.
first is can you just reset it green for the second host? That's a lab environment only. Yeah. Reset to green. All do it all. Yeah. So very first of all, we have to validate whether VMK VM kernel is available. Go particular first host.
So this is a live environment.
Yeah, this is the real lab. Okay, physical servers. Go to configure.
Great.
Yeah, go to configure. You are not playing in virtual now. You are in actual lab. Configure. Yeah, host
Configure.
right side in between configure. Summary monitor configure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So go to VM kernel adapters under networking section. Yes, VM kernel adapter. Just above. Yeah. So here you can see one VMK4 is already configured. Okay. On the middle pane, here you can see one VM kernel vMotion is already configured, right? If you will edit it and you will see the details. This is for vMotion and IPv4 setting. This is the range of 51 and all different one. Okay. So for a sample, I'm just showing you, even you know very well, if we want to create new VM kernel port, from where we'll create? From where we'll create the ports? Go to virtual switches. All right. Add networking. Correct. And from here you will select VM adapter, VM kernel adapter. Choose your switch or port group wherever you want to create. Here we will take this under the vMotion port group is being available in DV switch. Else we have to choose the switch, particularly IPv4. This is the network. This is the port group name. I am enabling the V4 feature vMotion. So that's what I was talking about, the TCP IP stack. For example, for this vMotion, we have a separate TCP IP stack and separate gateway. Just choose it as vMotion. And next, okay, so it is telling me and static IP, give the IP address. Now you will not see the existing gateway, right? Because of I am using a separate TCP IP stack for the vMotion. But if I will use the default one, automatically you will see the default gateway is highlighted there. It is being on L2 level. Okay. Got the difference?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So now you can feel, I will not configure. I will just telling you how to configure and you know that very well. Okay. This is already exist. He's already right. Let me take some IP here. Let's try for 251 next, and then you will be
And
able to create it. Correct? But I am not creating it at all because vMotion VM kernel is already available and you have done this exercise multiple times already, right? So now let us see for this host, if I'll click VMs, you will see number of VMs, correct? So pick any of the VM, any of power on VM. You can take the last one, WLDDB75.
is power on.
Yeah, this is power on. And power on state, and also we see this is connected with some network. You go to edit setting and check the network where it is connected. Because it's always mandatory, my target host should have the same networking setting, right? So it is connected to DBLS, right? Network adapter DBLS. All right. Click OK or cancel.
Yes,
Click OK or cancel, and we just will try to manually migration. So what is the current host? ESXi01 for this VM. True.
yes.
So you have opened it from ESXi01. So just right click and migrate. So under this, you see change compute only. When we say change compute only, it will just change the compute, storage will be same. Change storage only, it will change data store. And change both compute and storage, it will change the compute, means it will change the host, and it will also change the underlying data store. All right. So for now, we'll take only change compute resource. Next. So choose any other host from the list. Here it will check the compatibility check. So this is one of the things which you are getting here. Okay. This VM is associated with ISO, and this ISO is available locally on that host, which is not reachable from another host. So you get one more warning. Okay. All right. So compatibility check is problem. So what he'll do is just cancel it and remove that ISO file inside this VM. Cancel it.
So it will be migrate, no?
Yeah, it will migrate, but we should not do it. Right click, edit. Yeah, data storage. Just check it. But that is unmounted, right? Yeah, check it
Yes,
client. That is fine. Okay. Now right click and migrate. Yeah, change compute only. Choose another host. All right. So now you will see no compatibility warning so far. Next, choose the target network. Target network would be my DBLS. All right. Wait, Praveen, go back. Just go back one step. So in case of DV switch, we will not get any networking mismatch configuration at all. But if in case we are using standard virtual switch, maybe on target host, sometime same port group is not available, same VLAN is not configured. That time it will not, migrate the VMs. Click next. But here is a DV switch. That's why whatever we have configured. So schedule high priority or schedule normal vMotion. So it will take uh, time to migrate, but we'll start doing on high priority. So it will do the immediate vMotion migration. Click next. Finish it. So you just review the recent task and check the current activity. What's happening there? Yeah, it's migrating. All right. So probably on the upper screen itself, you can see now for this VM, my target host is ESXi02. Okay.
yes.
In this
Here it is 0 2.
0, 2, right? Now you can minimize the, can you minimize just recent task? All right. So that's the way we can perform migration, is a simple way. And another way, what I told you, like, can we do the cold migration? Cold is something we are doing migration for the power of VM. Like this is the one, migrate, compute only. Yes, why not? We can do that. But before that, let's check the host again, ESXi01. So that's we called as a cold migration. Means is VM state is power off. So we will follow the same steps and VM will be migrated. But again, for the migration, if change storage only, then we have to be a target data store. But here we are using single vSAN data store. That's why we don't have another target data store. Okay. But yeah, if in case there would be any remote data, another data stores available, then we have to choose another data store and just choose the target. And again, for compute and storage, where it will change my host as well as the underlying data store. So if I'll follow it, it will ask me two steps. One is my target host and another, it will ask me the target data store also. Like for an example, I will select target host this, but in the next page, it is me asking both host and storage. So in that way, we can perform the host and storage, compute and storage migration both. All right. So if I will go to here, edit settings, you see CPU here. That's the thing I was trying to telling you. Expose or hide. If I will say expose, it means that it is enabled by default. So it will verify the NX, matlab AMD means NX Intel XD. It will check on the host level. If there is a mismatch, they will not happen. All right. If I will say hide, it means for now this option is disabled. So it will not check NX no executable or executed disable on AMD or Intel CPU. Does not matter whether that configuration is matching CPU mask or not matching. So it will do that. Get my point? Yes, no?
Yes.
If it is expose, it will check these values. These values should be matched on the both side. If there is a mismatch, migration will not happen. If I will say hide, it means that it will not match these CPU mask IDs on source and target host. It will do that immediately. All right. We clear on it? Okay. So now let us see from where we will enable the EVC, enhanced vMotion compatibility. So enhanced vMotion compatibility is feature of cluster level. If I'll click on cluster, go to high availability setting, HA, there, heartbeat. Oh, where I will found that. 1 second. I think that's a separate option. VMware EVC. All right. If I will click edit, so you will see enable. These are the different families, okay, between which we can enable. If we'll disable it, okay, so CPU will disable and might take to power off virtual machines. It might be necessary to power off and restart, okay. So by default is disabled. So we have enabled it for this family, Intel Broadwell, but there is another family also, Memor. So until Memor, you will get all these CPU are the compatible under what? Under EVC mode. Under this CPU category, these all are the CPUs family comes under EVC. So what it mean? We can do vMotion under these families if the CPU mismatch happens. When I'll say one host have core 2, one host have 40 nm core 2, then vMotion will happen because we have enabled EVC. All right. Under Broadwell, these because we have already enabled. So again, under each family, there is a number of CPUs subfamilies where we can enable the EVC. Got it? We clear on it?
Yes.
All right. So let me just try for a VM. It is VM level EVC. Okay. So if EVC is not enabled here, we can enable for individual VM also. Okay. Then that EVC feature will be applicable only for that VM only, not for the entire. Got it? Clear? Yes, no?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Cool. So now as a next task, we will perform the VM snapshots. So let me just take this thing in the screen so that the lab should be covered. So are we good on these options? Yes, no? vMotion compatibility and all, where we will
Yes.
check CPU ID and mask, where we'll enable EVC. All right. Storage vMotion, it's a simple click that I just show you the steps. How we'll do that. And putting host in maintenance mode. Hey, wow, we miss it. Maintenance mode is again, it will migrate the VMs altogether to another host. Then, do we have some labs around snapshot? We should have that, right? Yeah, take a snapshot, add files, again a snapshot, revert, delete all, delete individual. All right, we are going to perform that, all the tasks. So we take the native snapshot of VM. After taking a snapshot, we will try to create some files under the VM. And again, we'll take one more snapshot. We'll create some more files. Then we'll see the revert, delete, and delete all actions. Okay. Right. So, Praveen, now you will again log in under this VM. So I'm just launching the console for you so that you can easily work in that. I'm just trying for password. Let me see which will work or not. Ideally, it should work. Web coding, okay. Hmm. I think some domain problem.
Join. We have to rejoin the server into domain.
Mhm. Oh, it works. Cool. So let's play around this VM web 75. Okay. Now you can right click, Go to snapshot and take a snapshot.
So first we can check what are the files
Arey, that's
that
okay. We'll create new, na? Don't worry about that.
uh, on which virtual machine? 75. This
Last
one.
one. Web 75.
Hmm, okay.
Do it fast, please. I don't have much time. Right click on Web 75, the bottom one.
Give me access.
You
I don't have
already.
the access.
All right. All right. Now you should have. Right click, snapshot. First check manage snapshot if there is any. Don't take. But check if there
There
is
is
any.
no any.
Manage. So you don't have, right? Currently on the base VM. Close it. Right click. Take a snapshot. Yeah, that's fine. Timestamp should be there. Just keep the same description. Copy paste.
I was just starting first snapshot.
Snapshot -1 you can do. No, no. Copy गलत हो गया. Copy it.
Hmm,
That's fine. VM snapshot 1. 1.
one.
Yeah. Okay. Keep it. Keep the memory state. That's fine. Okay. Check in recent task. Memory snapshot we selected. Okay. Let it complete. It will take some time if you check that option.
Hmm.
Next time, uncheck that. Okay. No, no problem. Then you can launch the Web 75. Console is there. Secondary tab. Click on that. That console is already open, Praveen. Second tab in browser. Ah, just click inside. Control or delete. Okay, let me just put the password. Let me just put the password. इसको क्या हो जाता है भाई? All right. So just minimize the server manager console and try to create some files. Shall I do it?
Okay.
Little faster. New, like I have create F1. New, I create F2. Correct. So after a snapshot, I have made few changes. All right. So now if I will go back to snapshot manager, hey, snapshot is not here.
No, this one not.
Okay, that is the web. Correct.
Hmm.
All right. So now you tell me if I will revert it, what will happen? Will those files be there or not?
No,
No, absolutely. But if we'll delete that,
it will merge.
it will merge. Simple. So what you wants to me to do right away?
What?
Revert. Okay.
Yes.
Two. Okay. Done. Revert completed. Go back and check. And because it's in revert phase, so all right. Not there. Even I show the same server console. Correct. We good. Let's
Yes.
do one thing for delete as well. So now
Yeah.
I can go back
Yeah.
and I can delete my snapshot. Okay. That is not no more required for me. But again, delete because we are deleting it after revert.
We cannot go to the previous states.
Yeah, because the changes are being. Let us just cross verify this because it's a delete after revert. But again, right click, snapshot, take a snapshot. I'm leaving this VMS1, just a simple. Okay. All right, it's completed. Go ahead, right click, creating new some more files like F3, F4. Sorry, it is F4. So now new things are there. So do you want me to take one more snapshot? Now one snapshot is here. Do you want me to create one more? Let's create one more. Snapshot, take a snapshot. This is VMS2. Okay. I think we have selected that memory state or not. We didn't uncheck that. That's why it's taking time. All right.
It
Yeah,
will corrupt the virtual machine.
this one
If we will cancel.
we have done cancel. All right. So again, snapshot. अभी ये complete. Let it be. अच्छा ये चल रहा है. Okay. Let it be. So what we'll see is will Siva left क्या?
No, sir, I'm here.
Okay, okay, okay. You understanding now what we are doing?
Yes, sir, I'm understanding.
All
I'm
right.
getting.
All right, cool. So now what we are trying to do, just take couple of snapshots and we'll try to delete them and let us see what happens with the snapshots. Okay. I mean, the data is available on my VMs.
Completed.
Okay, it's completed now. There is one more snapshot we have. So let's create something new like F5 and F6. Okay, so now if I'll go back to a snapshot, manage a snapshot. Now you tell me what will happen if I'll delete it.
Merge.
F5, F6 will be there, correct?
It will merge, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. And my file will be exist, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and if
But
I'll delete both, what will happen?
it will merge.
It will merge and all my file F3 to F7 will be available, correct? So you let me know what should I do now. Delete all or delete one? Let us see. Delete all so you can do anytime, okay? Let me delete just last one and see. So removal snapshot is completed. If I'll go to back and check it again, manage snapshot, there is only one, all right? So now if I'll go to back to my VM, it is merged, correct? It is merged. It is not removing because I have not revert that, all right? And if in a single shot you want to merge all, so what you have to do is just simple delete all snapshots. All right. If I'll delete, it will merge and all my data will be safe inside my virtual machine. Okay. Check it. Everything is here. I'm just refreshing it. Yeah. Are we good now?
Yes, sir.
Or anything else you want to check here? Okay. Let's do one more check here. Let me just right click, snapshot, take snapshot. Your case, the one you were telling before snapshot, if there is something, if we'll delete, what will happen? All right. So what I'm doing is here, new folder like F7. I have created post snapshot. However, the rest of data is available before snapshot. Correct. So I'm deleting the one which was before snapshot, and I have created something post snapshot. All right. So let me just try to delete the one which I have created. Shall I delete it and see what happened? Will the files what we have deleted recover? Yes.
No. No.
No.
No.
Correct. Because those are in my base disk file now. Correct. Okay. So whatever in my base disk, snap delta will not make any deletion and all will not have any impact because the files earlier was in base disk. Okay. So that's why it is not a backup. That's what I want to tell you. Don't delete anything like after a snapshot, delete from base disk. It will not be recovered. Only the delta will be stored in my snapshot. Correct. Not whatever you are using in the base disk. Clear,
So
Shiva?
suppose that, yeah, suppose that we have taken three snapshot, okay,
Uh-huh.
and we are on last snapshot, and we
Mhm.
reverted to the second step snapshot.
Then
So
those
can we
changes will
move
remain.
again? Sorry.
Tell me your complete question.
So we have created three snapshot, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and uh, right now we are on last snapshot,
Third one.
okay, on
All
the
right.
recent third one.
Mm-hmm.
After onwards, we have reverted and moved to the second snapshot.
Yeah, those
Okay.
changes will be
Can we
removed.
can we go to the snapshot third again or not?
No, 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 no. Once it revert. You have to take another new snapshot. You can't.
Okay, okay,
Revert is
okay.
revert. However, snapshot will be there, then delete that. That's it. But you cannot go back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
that's it. That's it for the day. What I want to show you. Hope you guys enjoy this one.
Oh no. Oh. Can you show about the file, or we can learn tomorrow? Like we have created one snapshot and data disk is created. Before that, it was not created. Can you show
That
it? It
that
will take
was
hardly
same, Praveen. Those are the same file.
in
If you want to take
in the
again,
data store. In the
no
data
problem.
store,
Okay. So this is my WAP 75 VM. Go
delete
here.
all the data snapshot.
Deleted
Okay.
already. WAP 75. Okay.
Hmm.
ये देखो अभी आपकी सिंपल VM फाइल्स है इधर. ठीक है. Descriptor
Can
file
you
चलो.
drag this? It will be clear.
Those are simple
So this.
VM, VMST and all. No delta, nothing. Correct?
So whenever we write anything, it will be say one VMDK, right now.
Correct. But
Okay.
if we'll take a snapshot, right click, snapshot, take a snapshot.
Uncheck this. Uncheck.
SM1. वो मेमोरी वाला भी फाइल बनेगा if you want to see that. VMSN ना. The file name was
Mhm.
virtual memory state. But if you don't want to see that, then it's okay.
We will see after this one.
परवीन इतना टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास. वो वर्चुअल मशीन का
Only.
फाइल बन जाएगा. That's it. You want to see the मुझे actually I have to take my kid to school for PTM.
Okay.
Create it definitely. Don't worry about that.
We will.
So now you see there is a delta 001, new one.
Yes.
All right.
And before it was like VMDK, and all that
Correct.
data will be
And your
like.
VMST file is the state, and there is one more VMDK, delta VMDK have been created. If you will select the virtual machine also, there would be one more file, virtual machine memory state. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Now you are into worry, huh?
No,
Let
no,
me
no.
delete that snapshot. Okay.
That
Okay,
file
guys.
will
Hope
be
you
removed.
enjoyed today's session. Yeah, definitely be sharing to the rest of the team also so that they can also have a look to both the recording. Okay.